Hello everybody. And so it's Friday. I'm doing my water changes like I do every Friday. And I've changed the way I do water changes a few times over the years. And when I first started off with all these tanks, it took pretty much like 10 hours to change the water. And now I've streamlined it, made it a little better, a whole lot quicker, and now I can do all my tanks in a little under 3 hours. So I thought I'd take the time to show everyone how I am doing my water changes right now. The key is to drain and fill at the same time when you have all these tanks. So while we're waiting on this to fill up, over here we're draining. You can see this tank is about down to the level. This ends up being about the size water change I want to do. And now we're sucking air, so now it's time to go to the next one. Give it a slosh around. Get all the shrimp that we don't want. Another tank in there. So this is a garden hose. Quick connect to the Python hook with the pump. It's Eco Plus 396 pump. And we follow the hose. Here's the Python going in the kitchen. The hose draining in there. And then we're filling from the kitchen sink. So that's the trick. And then it drains it way faster than it fills up. So I've already I started off with this tank, a 29 gallon. And then I do the pond. And then I drain all these tanks down. Usually, by the time the pond is drained, then I get these drained. Then I start filling up the pond. And by the time the pond is filled up, usually all these are drained down in here. There might be a few more tanks left to go, but there's usually. So that speeds it up a whole lot. And so like I use safe to dechlorinate. So like before I start this rack, I put safe in all these tanks. All these 40s get safe before I even start filling up the first one. And then all these get safe before I start filling the other one. So now this is going, and I hear this pump over here sucking air. So that is already done. Give it a quick shake. And then we're in this tank. And then we're back to watching this one fill up. So it goes pretty quick. So doing it at the same time. And I've also noticed I used to just use the Python hose one at a time. And the Python fittings and such restrict the flow of the pump quite a bit, especially the sink adapter. So I discovered I am better off using a garden hose to the bathtub. And let's see what we got over here. And as you can see, this one is getting there. So like I said, I've cut down from a full day's work to waking up in the morning and getting it done by lunch most days. So That has made it a lot easier, a lot more manageable, and just thought I would share how to speed up water changes. I mean, maybe you don't have this many tanks as me. Most people don't. But without having auto water changes, this is the absolute best way through different trials and error I've been able to come up with. Or maybe you don't have a bunch of tanks, but you have a great big tank, or a handful of tanks, and what used to take you 2 or 3 hours to do water changes, now you could do in an hour or less probably. So that's what I've got going on here. I don't want to get too busy, preoccupied making this video and end up flooding, overflowing the tank. So I'll stop it here and thank you guys for watching. Bye.